Hello, everybody, and welcome to your video English class with me, Jules, here, brought to you by English Learners. So I hope that you are okay. I hope that everybody is having fun at home, but I also hope that you are practicing your English because it's very important. Okay, so we will continue the class with the video. Okay, so this is the class for Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30. Okay, and the book is High Five 3. High Five 3. Okay, so let's start the class. First, I'd like you to open your notebooks, please. Notebooks, okay? And we are going to write the title, Amazing Animals. Okay, and then we're also going to put the date, which is Wednesday, the 18th of March. Okay, now we have a couple of exercises to start off, okay, to practice from last class. Okay, so do you remember all the animals? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look at the animals we've looked at. Sea animals. So, just to recap, these are the animals that we have learned. A crab, a dolphin, a fish, a jellyfish, octopus, seahorse, seal, shark, squid, starfish, turtle, and finally a whale, okay, the big whale. So you should already know these animals. Now, my first question is, which animal has a shell? Which animal has a shell? Now, a shell, if you don't remember, is this hard thing here on the back of this animal. Which animal has a shell? Okay, if you'd just like to write the answer here. Which animal has a shell? Just write the name of the animal right here. And then my next question is, which animal has a blowhole? Now, if you don't remember a blowhole, that is this thing here, okay, on the top of this animal. There are two animals that have this blowhole. One of them is very, very big. Which animal has a blowhole? Very good. Write your answers. Now, some more revision, okay, when we compare two animals, okay? So what we're going to do is make a sentence using two animals and an adjective, and we are going to compare. Our first example, we have the animal seahorse, the animal dolphin, and the adjective small. So let's make a comparative sentence. A seahorse is smaller, note with ER, than a dolphin. Okay? Let's try with a couple of other animals. Let's try with a dolphin, a crab, and the adjective intelligent. So which animal is more intelligent? Do you know? That's right, it's a dolphin. So we write our sentence. A dolphin is more intelligent than a crab. Very good. A dolphin is more intelligent than a crab. Excellent. Okay, and now we have one more, which is, and we're going to compare a whale, a starfish, and we have the adjective big. So which animal is bigger, a whale or a starfish? Do you know? That's right, you got it. It's a whale. So let's write our sentence. A whale is excuse me. A whale is is bigger than a starfish. Whales are very, very big. Okay, very good. Okay, make sure you have all of this in your notebook. Okay, and I will tell you the answers to the first two questions at the end of the class. Very good. Now, let's go to our pupils book. And today we're going to go to page 60. It might be a different page in your book. Page 60. Okay, and we have a little website here about Hawaii. Now, Hawaii is in the USA, and it's a tropical island. And it's a very, very nice place with lots and lots of nice animals, and also a lot of fun activities that you can do. Okay, let's have a look. So, first, we're going to read Luke's questions. Okay, so Luke must be in Hawaii right now. Let's have a look at Luke. Okay. Now, all together, let's read what he says. I'm in Hawaii now. It's in the Pacific Ocean, and there are 8 big islands. It's an exciting place to visit. Can you answer these questions? Now, here we've got 4 questions that we have to answer. We are going to answer these questions in our notebook. Okay, we're going to answer these questions in our notebook. But what we will do first is we're going to read and we're going to find the answers to the questions. Okay, so let's read about Hawaii. We're going to read and listen. Okay, read and listen. Not this, excuse me.
Welcome to the islands of Hawaii. There are lots of exciting activities for all the family. Learn to surf. Do you like water sports? In Hawaii, there are lots of beaches where you can learn to surf. It isn't easy, but it's exciting and fun. Give it a try. Watch the whales. More than 6,000 humpback whales visit Hawaii every year. They arrive in December and stay until May. Take a boat trip and get close to these amazing animals. If you're lucky, you can see them jump out of the water. It's amazing. Snorkel. There are beautiful coral reefs around the islands of Hawaii. You can swim with colourful tropical fish and see enormous manta rays. Manta rays look quite scary, but they aren't dangerous. Make a sandcastle. Hawaii is famous for its beautiful beaches, but the sand isn't always yellow. You can find red, black, green and white sand here. It's the perfect place to make a fantastic sandcastle.
Okay. Excuse me. Very good. So now we've read all about Hawaii and the different activities you can do there. Okay. These animals here are called manta rays. Manta rays. Okay. And this, as you know, is a whale. Okay. Now, snorkeling is when we go in the water with one of these tubes and a mask so that we can stay underwater and look at all the colorful fish. Okay, very good. Now that we've read this, can we answer the questions? Let's have a look. Where can you learn to surf in Hawaii? What does it say about surfing? Let's have a look. where can you learn to surf in Hawaii? It says, do you like water sports? In Hawaii, there are lots of beaches where you can learn to surf. It isn't easy, but it's exciting and fun. Give it a try. So where can we learn to surf in Hawaii? Well, the answer's here. Lots of beaches. Lots of beaches. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to copy that into our notebook. Okay. So what we will do is we'll say, just to know where we are, we'll write page 60 and we'll put question 1. Okay, so that we know which question we're answering. Okay, and the question was, where can you learn to surf in Hawaii? It says, in Hawaii, there are lots of beaches where you can learn to surf. So let's write that. In Hawaii, there are lots of beaches where you can learn to surf. Very good. That's where we can surf in Hawaii. What is our next question? When, so at what times of the year, can you see whales? Let's have a look. It says more than 6,000 humpback whales visit Hawaii every year. They arrive in December and stay until May. Oh, that might be our answer. Let's have a look. Exactly, very good. When can you see whales? They arrive in December and stay till May. Let's write in our notebook. They arrive in December and stay until May. Very good. Let's look at our next question. Which animals live in the reefs? Now, the reefs are all the rocks and plants that are under the water. What animals live there? Let's have a look. There are beautiful coral reefs around the islands of Hawaii. You can swim with colorful tropical fish, see enormous manta rays. That looks like what we can see. Okay, so what animals live in the reefs? Let's see, what does it say? Tropical fish and manta rays. Let's check. You can swim with colorful tropical fish and see enormous manta rays. Enormous means very big. Let's copy this into our notebook. You can swim. You can swim with colorful tropical fish and see enormous manta rays. Very good. And our last question, what color is the sand? Well, I think that's an easy answer, but let's find it in the text. Hawaii is famous for its beautiful beaches, but the sand isn't always yellow. You can find red, black, green, and white sand here. Is that the answer? Very good. But we're just going to copy this part here. Okay, what color is the sand? So we'll say you can find red, black, green, and white sand. You can find red, black, green, and white sand here. Very good. Let's check if we got it right. Well done, everybody. 100%. Good job. Excellent. Hawaii sounds like a very, very interesting place. Okay, so let's have a look, and we're going to go to our activity book. In our activity book, we have a couple of other activities to do. Okay, so let's go to page 55. Okay, and we're going to do this exercise here. Okay, now, do you remember what this animal is called? That's right, it's a whale. So we're going to listen to somebody talking about whales. Okay, and we have some questions to answer. Let's listen first, and then we'll look at the questions.
Look, Sue, there's a trip to watch the whales.
Wow! That sounds fantastic!
It begins at 11 o'clock.
What time is it now, Dad?
It's 10:30.
And what time does the trip finish?
The trip is for 1 hour, so it finishes at 12 o'clock.
And what can you see on the trip?
You can see whales, and you can see dolphins too.
Fantastic! How much is it?
Let me see. It's $10 for adults, and it's $5 for children.
Can we go, Dad? Please?
Okay, let's go and buy the tickets.
Hooray!
Okay, very good. Did you understand? I hope so. Okay, so now that we've listened about their exciting trip to visit the whales, we can answer the questions. Let's have a look. Now, they're talking about a trip, which means they're going out on a boat specifically to look at whales. So the first question says, the trip begins at, and it's given us the answer, 11 o'clock. If you remember, she said the trip begins at 11 o'clock. Let's look at the questions we have to answer. Number 2, the trip finishes at. What time does the trip finish? Number 3, you can see whales and what else can you see? Maybe another animal. 4, the trip is dollars for adults. How many dollars? 20, 30. Number 5, the trip is dollars for children. How many dollars for children? 10, 15, 20. What I'd like you to do now is listen again and answer the questions.
Look, Sue, there's a trip to watch the whales.
Wow! That sounds fantastic!
It begins at 11 o'clock.
What time is it now, Dad?
It's 10:30.
And what time does the trip finish?
The trip is for 1 hour, so it finishes at 12 o'clock.
And what can you see on the trip?
You can see whales, and you can see dolphins too.
Fantastic! How much is it?
Let me see. It's $10 for adults, and it's $5 for children.
Can we go, Dad? Please?
Okay, let's go and buy the tickets.
Hooray!
Okay, very good. Did you manage to answer all the questions? I'm sure you did. If you need more time, pause the video and write your answers. Okay, let's check if we were correct. Let's have a look. What time does the trip begin? It begins at 11 o'clock. What time does the trip finish? 12 o'clock. You can see whales and dolphins. The trip is $10 for adults. And finally, the trip is $5 for children. How many did you get correct? Did you get everything correct? I'm sure you did. Excellent. Now, as a little fun project that you can do at home on the internet, we have this Hawaii web quest. Now, all you have to do is go onto Google and in English, find out information about Hawaii. What country is Hawaii part of? I told you earlier in the class. Which ocean is it in? What's the capital city of Hawaii? What colors are the flag? And what's the weather like in Hawaii today? All you have to do is type these questions into Google and find the answer, okay? And you can also color the flag, the correct colors as well, okay? Once you do that, you can you can take a picture and send it by email to English learners. I will give the email at the end of the lesson, okay? Very good. Okay, and finally, our last thing for today is our quiz. Ready, steady, go. Okay, so this is going to test you out for all the things we have learned in this unit. Let's have a look. Okay, now I would like you to do this on your own, as it is a quiz, it is a little test. Okay, but I'll give you a few little hints to help you. Okay, name 4 sea animals that begin with the letter S. Well, that's easy. Okay, if you don't remember, simply take your pupils book and have a look. Okay, look at the last couple of pages and you can see all the animals that we've studied. Name 2 sea animals that have got a shell. Now, if you did the questions at the beginning of the class, you should already know 1. Okay, remember I will give the answers to these afterwards. Name 2 sea animals that have got a blowhole. Again, another part of the first question of the class. Okay, so you should already know 1 animal. Now, if you don't remember, a shell is the hard thing on the outside of an animal, very hard to protect it. And a blowhole is a hole that animals have on the back of their head to blow the air and the water out. Okay, now, our next exercise here is with adjectives. Remember when we were comparing animals, we have to change the word. So, for example, slow becomes slower than. Okay? How do we change from slow to slower? What do we add? Okay? And we can do the same thing for big and heavy. Okay? So we write the comparative. Now, if you don't remember, again, you can look back in your pupils book. For longer adjectives like colorful and intelligent, remember we have to use the word more. Okay? We don't change the word, we just say more colorful. Oh, I've given you an answer. Okay. And then finally, what you have to do is compare a shark and a starfish using these adjectives. Now, at the beginning of the class, we did a little bit of practice, okay? So you're going to make similar sentences, okay? For example, a shark is bigger than a starfish, okay? You have to write similar sentences with the adjective pretty, okay, which means beautiful, like myself, and also with dangerous, okay, which is a bad thing, okay, which animals can hurt you. All right, so we're going to make these sentences. please finish this page. Try and get all the correct answers. And when you're finished, you can take a picture and send it to english.learners.constanti@gmail.com. I will write the email at the end of the class. Very good. Very good. Now, let's go back to our first questions that I asked you earlier in the class. Let's go back to our notebook. Which animal has a shell? Do you remember? That's right. One animal with a shell is a crab. Crab. Okay? They have a hard shell. But you do have to write another animal in the quiz. Okay? So you have to think of another animal that has a shell. Which animal has a blowhole? The hole in the back of the head to blow out the air? That's right, you got it. It's a whale. A whale has a blowhole. But there is also another animal that has a blowhole, which you will have to write in your quiz. Okay? So there's a couple of answers to help you with questions 2 and 3. Okay? But you have to think of another animal with a shell and another animal with a blowhole. Okay? Very good. Now, once you've finished everything, okay, take a picture of your work and send it to the following email address: english.learners.constanti@gmail.com. Okay, and then we can check your work and tell you if it's correct and help you correct it for the future. Okay? Very good. Well, I hope the class was okay. Okay, if there's any problems, just let me know. And please remember to smash that like and subscribe button. All right, and I will be back for more English class tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Have a lovely evening.